understand ourselves makes a big difference. When we're 17, 19, we turn 20, and we were just friends see that, and they follow your lead, they see you making progress to be a better person in this world. So it's just being able to put up with other people's, you know, all that, like God has to throw at you, or life has to throw at you. Being able to push through it and eventually get to the light at the end of time. So how do I deal with my emotions?
Oh, sure. We'll eat our dinner right after you eat this.
For anger, I try to step away from the problem and distract myself for a bit, and then go back into it later with a cooler head. Because like I don't want to do or say anything that I regret.
Regrets?
With sadness, I just try to immerse myself with my friends and my family and people that I enjoy being around, or do activities that I enjoy doing. I try to understand them. Like I seem to understand people's emotions really easily, for the most part, and I just try to be there for them when it's a negative emotion that they're going through, and I try to be around them if it's a positive, because like positive, who doesn't want positivity? Having a strong sense of self is very important for understanding other people's emotions, because you can't understand anybody else if you don't understand yourself first. Because when you understand yourself, you might be able to.
Have you ever had a dream that you had
Relate to somebody when like they're telling you their feelings or their problems. So if you don't know what to base your experiences on, or you can't understand what they're going through or what's happening when you just don't understand what you might have experienced. So what is verbal? And verbal is who has two thumbs and loves to party. This guy. Non-verbal is actually, I don't know what verbal symbols represent me, but I just want to say, or I would like to think that I'm a cool person. What non-verbal symbols represent me are how do I deal with my interconflict? So how I deal with my inner conflicts is try to distract myself from it and like just get away from it, and then like assess it later when like my mind is a little bit clearer. It's just like when I'm angry or something. But for like me personally, I don't always listen to music anymore, because like the average person spends like 50% of their life in transit, like that's driving or like flying or whatever, and that's a lot of time to like think about a lot of stuff. So I listen to motivational speeches, and then I'm good, and then like I get to think about like a lot of the stuff in my life. It's just thought provoking, so like I think of how I can better myself for the long run. My major is automotive, but my chosen profession, because automotive is like my safety net, but my chosen profession would be like MMA. The whole sport is based around conflict and solving it physically, so I might just run into a lot of assholes. But for my major, I could possibly run into like people. Anyway, I could run into people who come back with their cars and they say they're still broken when they're actually not. They just don't know how to drive. I think I would solve it like any other problem. I try to talk it out, make sure my emotions don't take over, and then like I do something stupid and that I'll regret. So I'd solve it like any other problem that I solve when there's emotions involved. Try to step back and then solve it logically later. Or if it has to be addressed right then and there, then really focus on not letting my emotions take over. Difficulties for me is letting my anger take over. I kind of have anger issues. I'm not very proud of it, but when I'm angry, I lose my temper. So that's why I consciously step back and just like cool off before I go into an argument or a conflict, because something bad could happen to like one of us if we both have anger issues and then we start actually fighting. It's like, there's no reason for it when it was just a cookie, you know what I mean? Well, so it's just like anything else. Also, like going up or dealing with other people's emotions. You can't understand the situation or like what's going on completely and like know both sides of the conflict if you're in it. Know the other side of it and like just understand how they feel and possibly consider it, and then you just seem like a dick. If you don't understand yourself, then you won't understand someone else, and then if all they want is to be understood in that conflict and you can't understand them, then there's no purpose. So with resilience, if I think about resilience, I also think about patience and like being able to put up with other people's crap. So like if it's unnecessary to argue over something, like say your grandma told you to take out the trash but all you want to do is play game.
Killing me! Get the in my room and play Minecraft!
And like there's no use in arguing, just take it like a man or a woman, 2019, you know, and then just keep going. And verbal and non-verbal, I find that it matters, like when your grandparents or your parents are mad at you, it matters about your verbal and non-verbal cues very much, because if like you seem like you're getting mad too and then you try to say something, it seems like answering back. But if you're like you're not sounding or being or like seeming angry or whatever, it doesn't seem as answering back. It's like just asking a question. So keeping a cool head, and then like and then about conflict, it helps me resolve the conflicts with my family and friends. What I've learned in interpersonal relations is that everybody matters. How we interact with people and like our body language, the way we present ourselves makes a big difference on how other people see us. Even if we've known them for a long time, seeing something different about us makes a difference in the world. Like, say you were a butthole, like from 17 to 19, and when you turned 20, you were just like the Jesus of 20-year-olds or something, and your friends see that and they follow your lead because they see you're making a difference. And like, so the difference that I will make is when I turn 19, stop being who I am by the time I turn 19, because it's not just like a switch. You have to grow and progress to be a better person in this world. So by the time I'm 19, I will be the Jesus of a 19-year-old.
That's all, folks.